makes you think you deserve it?
When you've been working since you were 13, promise mama everything. Burn so often, fire talking, scars so dark they steal your dreams. Nightmares to the young and clean. Life will rain for some it seems. Pray for days when heaven stays, but you ain't put no work in for the crown. You ain't put no work in for the crown.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Unplugging episode 19. We're going to be doing things a little bit different this time. We're going to be reacting to a video and maybe some comments and stuff like that. Leo, how you doing today?
I'm doing all right, my man. Chris, god damn, here we are again. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good week so far. I hope everybody tuning in on a Tuesday night, Tuesday evening is doing really well. So as Chris mentioned, we're switching things up a little bit. Let's change everything up. We're going to start off our video here with
A comment?
Yeah, we're going to respond back to a comment or two here on one of the videos Chris actually made regarding that one video that we included in our, it was the video regarding women that you must avoid at all times, right? Absolutely. So
it's this video right here, just showing you guys.
look at that. Look at that face. Look at that super perplexed face of someone videotaping her, and she has no idea what's going on. Like, oh, I'm being videotaped? Oh my goodness.
All right.
You gotta love those types of faces. All right, so we have Michael. Michael, thanks for commenting, my man, of course. And you know, as the Unplugging, we're very welcome to have everybody comment and such. If you guys have questions, you guys want to reach out to us, whether it's on Discord, YouTube, IG, anything. Really doesn't matter. We're good. We'll definitely reach out to you guys back as much as we possibly can. And of course, we'll try to answer as much as we possibly can within context. Regarding Michael, again, we appreciate you, my man. So let's see what you got here. We got two comments from you. Okay.
I think this is the first one.
Yeah, it starts off at the bottom and then works its way up. Yeah. Bottom to top thing. So let's see here. The thing is, this girl probably has undiagnosed BPD, and this dude is just gray rocking her because it doesn't matter if he agrees or argues. This is how she is going to react. Okay, so before I get on to the second comment you posted here, my man, I'll go ahead and we'll respond to this one here. So again, thank you for, commenting and such. We really appreciate that. The interaction is always important. So I'm going to start my response and everything. I like doing video responses. I like it. We can be free, we can be flow, and then we can just give our, I guess, a personality stamp on that, you know what I mean?
Right.
We can go on and on about texting and writing these paragraphs and things, but I just don't think that's very conducive, and it's not productive, to be honest with you.
Okay.
But to kind of go off here, let's go off a few statistics here before we kind of engage a little bit more directly and such, right? So looking at BPD, all right, according to just with the US and just epidemiological studies, BPD is around 0.7 to 0.2, I'm sorry, 0.7, between 0.7 and 2.7 in the US, according to my knowledge, all right? But some scientists think, or they believe that it's a higher number, about 6%, somewhere around there, which is still not very common. It's really not a high number. So kind of going off that number alone, it doesn't happen as often, but we still have to be ready for when a person comes up to us and then they have issues like that. The second thing I want to bring up here is what causes BPD, okay? There are a few factors that actually cause that. Number one, it could be through genetics, as a matter of fact. Some research in science have analyzed that with the hippocampus, which is responsible for like regulating emotions, things like that, and other functions of the brain, it works on a smaller margin. So because of that deregulation in the brain, they have a higher potency of hitting BPD. So kind of just going off statistics and a little bit of kind of neurally how that works, that's two. Number three, okay, which is mostly how it happens, is through a traumatic past, okay? The person's gone through things, whether it's through parental abuse, emotional abuse, neglect, maybe some bad experiences with other guys, you know what I mean? So there's a lot of variables that play into this. Some people, and it's a mental disorder, okay? I'm not gonna say that it's not, okay? It's a pretty serious thing for the most part for a lot of people, okay? However, what I will say, and this is kind of where now I'm directly responding to your comment, Michael, okay? That still gives the girl in the video, whether it's a woman or a man, zero excuse for acting that way. especially in public. There is absolutely no reason for people to act like that. Okay, so if I were to, I'm going to steel man your position a little bit. And again, don't take this as an attack. I'm not attacking you. We have to respond diligently, and this is kind of how I like to approach situations and kind of give everyone the context. Okay, if I were to steel man your statement here, basically, well, I guess maybe we can go on to the second one. Let me see the second comment here before I
want to. Have you finished the suit's gray rocking her because it doesn't matter if you. This is how she's going to react. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so let me see here. Also, what would you have done? I would have done a lot of things, actually. What a misinformed critique. Okay, so I'm going to have to disagree with you on that, as a matter of fact. So we're going to go ahead and reply to both of these here. Okay, and
come to watch our video.
Yeah, I was gonna say that also. Like, I think simply put, just watch our video so you get a little bit more context. And I'm gonna go off that last part here. Honestly, the critique doesn't matter. It really doesn't, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. People shouldn't be acting like that regardless. So to kind of going off here on the first part here, the thing is that the girl probably has undiagnosed BPD. First of all, we can go off assumptions. We can go off maybe just going off a whim on certain things. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I can assume she has BPD. I can not assume that she doesn't have BPD and she's just that crap crazy. I can assume a lot of things. But at the end of the day, as the cardinal rule for men, what we really go for when it comes to this podcast is we entice men and teach men that there is no reason for us to handle that type of poor behavior. Not in the slightest bit. And we've already mentioned here some of the variabilities in which cause BPD. Women with bad past. And if you watch our videos from the past, we mentioned red flags. We mentioned women to avoid. We mentioned how women can survive the vetting process. There are many videos that we made already to help teach men how to navigate through the sexual market and how to vet properly, which is what we're going to go through. We're going to go through some vetting a little bit here, but to kind of go through a little bit more here, let's look at this guy's situation. As mentioned in the reaction video from when we were talking about women who you need to avoid, the context for the most part is unknown, but that's still irrelevant. That's still super duper irrelevant, because as a man, if you understand your masculine identity, you understand you have standards, you have boundaries, you put your foot down, you introduce consequences when women act a certain way, hence the way this woman is acting in this video, that is a gigantic no-no. It spells immediate death for the relationship, immediate death. So other reasons this happens, and this isn't even going off like BPD, anything like that. The reason why this mostly happens is, as we talked about, when women don't see men as leaders, when women don't respect their boyfriends or their husbands or their fiancés, when women feel like they're better than their men, than their boyfriend, when women feel like they are the one leading the relationship, they're the masculine ones, and they see that they can emasculate men, when they feel like they are the more decisive ones and they're the ones making all the decisions, and maybe they're breadwinners, maybe they're making more money, they're more in control of the relationship. This is what happens, a part of it, how women act when they feel that they don't look up to men. This is just 5 components of it. On top of that, you have to also consider the possibility of what is going on with this woman in general, okay? We talked about vetting. This is why vetting is so important, guys. Gentlemen, this is for you guys. This is why the vetting process is crucial, absolutely crucial. Whether you're spinning plates, dating around, you're trying to assess for an LTR with a woman, long-term relationship, to give a commitment to a woman, this is extremely important. And one of the things Chris and I have mentioned is you have to test women on their ability to take no for an answer. The problem with this woman, I guarantee you, and again, it doesn't have to be an assumption. It could be a diagnosis. It doesn't matter. It still doesn't matter. The fact that he poorly vetted her, there's a big possibility that he did not vet her appropriately. It was probably a rushed relationship, and he kind of just learned more about her as he went along. He didn't give her the proper test, hence doesn't test her for accepting no for an answer. He didn't introduce consequences when she did certain things. This is no exception. Consequences need to be given to bad behaviors like this, Michael, okay? And again, I'm not attacking you, okay? I'm just going off a discussion on why men shouldn't be handling these types of behaviors. It doesn't matter if the person has been diagnosed BPD or not. It does not matter. Doesn't matter at all. Because men don't want baggage. Men don't want trauma. Because at the end of the day, like,
it's not your problem.
Oh, it's not our problem. And a woman's value and her metric of success is to be able to hold down a man, whether it's low, mid, or high caliber. She has to be able to have the ability to retain that type of relationship. And I can tell you right now, if that was a high value man, super hyper masculine man, he would have walked away from her immediately, left her in the airport and said, okay, you know what? I don't have time for this. You're a grown woman. You can figure out for yourself. Figure out for yourself how you're going to get back home, how to Uber. You can do all that by yourself, honey. I'm out of here. I don't have time to deal with this. Hyper masculine men who understand their masculine value, they're not going to tolerate that. Why should they? Why should they? Men vet women regarding, of course, we talked about all the other things we talked about in our other videos. Like, we vet women for their purity, for their youth, for their beauty, their fertility, their ability to respect men, their ability to allow us to lead and follow our program, their ability to basically only be sexually available for us, not promiscuous and not a bunch of around other guys, and just being able to be around us whenever we need them to be, and to be a good mother for our children. That is how women basically vet us, and that is how they show respect to us. Women show love by not being infidelis to us, by not being promiscuous, going around, whoring around, and just being faithful and loyal to us, and being faithful to our children, of course. Men show love and loyalty by putting his life on the line for her, by only giving his by giving his resources, protection, security for the woman and no other woman. So we're not the same when it comes to that. Obviously, when this happened, he didn't vet her properly. He just didn't. So on top of that, he most likely didn't vet her properly. He didn't put his foot down, assert himself with this type of issue. Now, to answer your second part, Chris, you want to add anything on to this before I get to the second comment here?
Nobody wants to deal with that shit. You don't want to deal with that shit.
Nobody. And the thing is, Michael, it sounds like from your second comment here, or even the first one, it kind of sounds like, if I were to steelman this a little bit, you expect the guy to have sympathy for her, and just people in general to have sympathy.
It's like, I guess I gotta live with this, you know?
Like, we're not gonna do that. We're absolutely not. And if you watch our last video, if it were the other way around, the guy would be in jail. People would fight him, argue with him, yell at him. Oh, why are you yelling at her? Why are you doing this? But notice in the video, no one's doing that to her. No one is punishing her. No one's saying, honey, you can't act like this. What's wrong with you? And they're just letting her verbally abuse this guy. Right. And he's just taking it. Because what is he supposed to do? He's frozen. He hasn't asserted himself with her. He hasn't proven to her that he's a leader in the relationship, that he's the superior. So because he doesn't know how to be masculine, because he doesn't know how to be a leader, this is what happens. It's that simple. It's not some scientific algorithm. It's just the dynamics. It is the dynamics of the relationship. So if I were to steelman again from what you're saying, and of course you can always respond back and such, if I were to steelman this, you're saying it's totally fine for her to have undiagnosed BPD, a woman who's going to act bat-crap crazy, say a whole bunch of stuff, verbally abuse anybody who she sees in sight, especially if it's a loved one, expect the guy or anybody to just take it, not going to put the foot down, not going to introduce repercussions or consequences. Everyone's just going to look at her as, oh, okay, just a girl who probably has BPD, and just let her be. And then the guy just doesn't assert himself. And then the guy's completely being emasculated, completely being disrespected. Is that the statement? If I'm steelmanning it, is that what you're basically saying? That it's perfectly okay for a woman to act bat-crap crazy, regardless of if she's diagnosed with something, yes or no? And for her to verbally abuse people, especially a loved one, and then just be blasted in public, and other people are making fun of her, and now she has a reputation, a bad reputation, and the guy also has a bad reputation, it doesn't seem justifiable at all. If I'm steel manning it, that's pretty much what the strong points of your argument is. To answer the second one, now also what you have done, plenty of things I would have done. Number one, the moment she starts giving me attitude, giving me lip or ad libs or raising her voice, I'm going to immediately say, you are not speaking to me like that. I'm not arguing with you. We're not discussing anything regarding this topic. We're here, we're good, we're safe. I assert myself. And if she continues to give me lip, I walk away. It's that simple. It's totally that simple. It's not complicated.
Yeah, I would just leave.
It's not complicated. It's totally not complicated. Like, why am I going to sit there looking like a complete moron, a complete idiot, getting verbally abused by somebody who's not in my shoes, who doesn't go through the same trial and errors and rough patches in my hero's journey? Why am I going to take that? Why am I going to take that? Like, she doesn't know what I'm going through with my journey to put a dent in the universe, to make things better in the world, to be successful. I'm not gonna let people push me around like that. Absolutely not. And if she starts crying and complaining, let her cry and complain. Oh, why are you leaving me here? She's a grown woman. She can take care of herself. She doesn't need anybody else, okay? Men have to hold their ground. Men have to 100% hold their ground. And first of all, I wouldn't even be with a woman like this. I wouldn't be. Why? Because I know how to vet women. I know how to vet them. I know how to introduce consequences, give them repercussions, put my foot down, assert myself when I need to, be masculine, be a leader, and get her to be on my program. It would not have escalated this far. It wouldn't have. If I had done everything, if I do everything correctly, trust me, it wouldn't get this far. Only beta males, men who don't understand their masculine identity, men who don't understand women in general, don't know how to be leaders in relationships, this is what happens. And of course, this guy, he's frozen. He's just taking it like he's one of those guards in England that just stands up post guarding. He doesn't know what to do because he doesn't understand how to handle confrontation. He doesn't understand his masculine identity. He's not a leader. So he hasn't developed those traits. I get that.
All right.
So that's pretty much it, man. I mean, again, we appreciate the comments and such. But again, just to wrap it up for you, it doesn't matter if she has BPD or not. Like, I've already steel manned your position. I guarantee you, if you dealt with a girl like that, I hope you're not like him. I hope you're not like this guy in this video that's just gonna take it. I hope not. Because if you can't get this girl right in place, if you can't get her to respect you, you can't get her to follow your lead, understand your program, and follow you on your journey, imagine every other girl. They might not have bipolar disorder. They might not have BPD, anything like that. So how are you going to handle girls who don't respect your leadership and don't understand your masculine identity and follow your program, regardless if they have BPD or not? What's the difference? It honestly doesn't make a difference. So you still gotta assert yourself with all this stuff, my man. So keep that in mind. Like, doesn't matter if they're diagnosed with something, you gotta be able to handle that. And you gotta make sure that women follow your program, and you gotta make sure that she understands that you're the leader in their relationship and you're the masculine one and you have boundaries and you have standards. If you can't do that, you fail in every relationship. But that's it. That's it. But again, Michael, good stuff, my man. Good stuff. So anyway, the main thing here I wanted to basically, Chris and I wanted to go through here, and this is the highlight of today's video. Dr. Cervantes, thanks for joining us once again.
You ready to get on to this video now?
Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, okay, so we're going to have a little bit of a change up here, as Chris already mentioned. So I wanted to respond to a comment. Michael, again, thank you for commenting. Let's chat about anything. You know, I'd be more than happy to keep chatting with you about all of this. Why not? But now the main thing, the flagship of today, is we're going to respond to this show here, Pop the Balloon or Find Love. Now,
yeah, we'll go through this video, but we're going to cut out some parts because it's pretty long.
Yeah, we're not going to watch the whole entire thing. We're actually going to kind of watch this with you guys and just react. We're just going to have a casual reaction. I never saw this episode.
I haven't either.
So, natural, organic reaction. Let's go ahead and play it.
Hello, welcome in. I'll have you hold that. What's your name?
My name is Mawutin.
Awutin?
Mawutin.
Mawutin.
It's Yoruba.
Okay, and how old are you?
I'm 27 years old, and I also go by Moses.
Got it,
It
okay.
was given to me by a prophet 7 days after my birth.
Oh, okay. So in this situation, do you prefer us to call you Moses?
Yeah.
Okay. And Moses, what do you do?
I am an aerospace engineer, and I'm also COO and co-founder of my own fitness tech startup that I'm building
pause the video for a moment.
called
Okay.
FitKO.
Okay.
That's
And now, what are some things like do?
Okay, so here's the mistake. How many of them popped? So 4 of them popped.
Yeah.
So here's the mistake already off rip 4 of them made. Gentlemen, ladies,
Way too soon.
I've already explained this in our past videos. Women are going to be extremely fast when they judge you, gentlemen.
Yeah.
They're going to be extremely fast. And look, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. The way he's dressing isn't very appealing.
I mean, yeah, the shoes and the socks is just kind of like off, you know.
Shorts.
Yeah.
He
I mean, the shorts are okay.
yeah, but see the
The
thing.
socks with the it just doesn't match with the shirt.
I'm going to tell you something else though. Remember that study I pulled up how women prefer men who are taller than them?
Yeah.
Look at his height compared to the other women.
I mean, well, he's pretty far back, so I can't really see.
I'm kind of seeing it.
We'll see though. When you start
Yeah.
walking like towards the asking, we'll see. It's
And I get that they have heels on. I get that.
that too. Look at that.
But
They all
even
have heels.
then, women prefer men to be taller than even with heels on.
Yeah,
So
that's
the
true.
fact that they saw him how he dressed, women like facial hair for the most part. They like men who have like longer hair. We've read a study about that mostly on
I
the.
don't mind it too much.
Yeah. Let me see here. How he kind of approached everything. So again, they went off looks. They flat out went straight on looks, and they made a judgment call already. So you're gonna, as I mentioned before, like women, their criteria is very high. They have very high standards, and we're gonna talk about their standards shortly, actually, because they're already very unreasonable. We're gonna go over some of that. Let's keep on going here.
But hey, I mean, he looks like he's a smart guy, though. I will give him
Yeah,
that.
and the 3.
fun.
Yeah, we'll keep going.
Well, I like to hit the gym, lift some weights. I'm also learning boxing, to help with my startup, and like biking, like video essays. I'm kind of nerdy like that, where I like video essays about psychology, philosophy, stuff like that.
Got
And then after I'm done with all my responsibilities, game for a little bit.
Okay.
Board games with some friends, family.
Correct.
Oh, nice. And what are some things you look for in a woman?
I really enjoy kindness, someone I can feel comfortable around, someone who doesn't take themselves too seriously, doesn't take life too seriously, and, we can build together and be, have passion, passion about our hobbies, our careers, and just be happy, passionate people together.
Okay. Now, what are some of your deal breakers?
Deal breakers. Guess I'd have to say kids, but not like a direct deal breaker. I prefer not.
Okay.
Only because I didn't really grow up. I didn't really grow up with like little cousins, little sisters. So
He said no
so
kids, right?
I feel like I'm not
Yeah, no kids, yeah.
built for that. But I'm not.
built for kids?
It's not. I'm not completely against it.
Okay, so you don't want kids
so,
at
yeah.
all, or
Oh, I do
just
want
you-
kids.
Okay, you just
Yeah.
don't want to date someone with kids.
Yeah.
But that's not a
Okay, he
preference
doesn't
for
want
you.
someone-
I see it a
Who has
little
kids already.
in my future
Reasonable.
because
Okay.
right now I see myself. I'm like building my castle. Before I bring my princess in.
Okay, all right. So
Okay,
we
let's
did get
pause here.
a few
We'll
pop
do a small
balloons.
critique
Let's
before
go on
they
over
start
those
giving
ladies, see
their
why they ended up
critique
popping.
on the guy.
Okay.
All right, so he seems like he's got good things going for him. He's a COO. He works in aerocraft. He's into working out at the gym. And I didn't mention this one from my previous critique of this guy. We pulled up a study already where women look for formidability. Chris, I'll ask you: does he look like a formidable guy?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
He did say that he's learning a combat sport. He did mention that.
Oh, yeah, boxing. Yeah.
He did mention that. So women want protectors and things like that. They want them to be formidable. But you see what I mean? Like, and just they're very, again, guys, women are very harsh when they're critiquing men and judging them.
Yeah.
Just off his looks already by what he was wearing, how in their eyes he doesn't look very formidable, because remember how we talked about the shoulder to waist ratio, 1.62? Women look for that when it comes to security. So the fact that he came in, doesn't look formidable, doesn't look like he has much going for him because how he dressed, like they're assuming that.
Yeah.
But they have the right to assume that, you know what I mean? So he kind of made a little mistake looking the way he does right now, just like that. But it's all right. It's all right. Like, they still have to.
You got one chance left.
He's got one more here, and I guarantee she's gonna pop it. Let's keep on playing here.
Let's start right on over here with your name and age.
Hi, my name is Jasmine. I'm 24.
And Jasmine, what do you do?
Okay.
I'm a cosmetologist and I do fitness on the side.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
Well, I just waited a little bit just because I like to hear people out, But I do have 2 kids. Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously, you said the kids.
Yeah, not a deal breaker per se, but
Got it. Is she someone that's your type?
He said it was a deal
I'd say
breaker. Now
she's
he's going
my
back on his
type.
word.
She's
Let's pause
very
for a
pretty,
moment,
yeah.
actually.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, look. So this is what I mean. You guys have to hold your ground. Hold your ground with your boundaries and your standards. Like, he just doesn't want to hurt her feelings and make her feel like she's a victim to single motherhood. Okay, like that's total BS. That's just total BS. And I guarantee you, he did it with one person. Now it's a domino effect. He's gonna start placating to their bad behaviors, their history, their traumas, all that stuff, just so he doesn't look like he's a bad guy to them. He's gonna do that now. He's already done it with one. He's gonna do it with everybody else. So let's listen to all of them because we have a study
got a nice
actually, I think, about single motherhood.
Let's go on to our next lady over here. Your name and age.
My name is Alexis. I'm 24.
And Alexis, what do you do?
Fairly young
I work
girls
for
here.
the state of
surprising.
Arizona.
Very cool. So obviously, I don't know if you noticed, we do got twins here. Did you notice that?
Oh, they're
I
not
know
twins.
it's now.
Oh,
So,
uh-huh.
Sorry, a little slow sometimes.
They were in the same
And
brace
Alexis, why
colors.
did you end up popping your balloon?
Just not physically attracted. Like, you're very handsome, but
That made no sense to me.
Don't worry, I'll hold on to that
say it in the
compliment.
most nicest way possible. You know what I'm saying? They don't like to offend. They're always gonna lie to you. But if you be honest, but like, you know.
For at least 10 years.
Okay. And I know you said she's your type, and with them being twins, I don't know.
I mean,
This one's a little taller.
I don't think I'm into people, you know,
Yeah.
with their name starts with A.
Taller.
No,
Okay.
I'm completely joking.
no, I'm just
Justin Timberlake on heels too.
Yeah.
I was like a joke.
Thank you. Let's go on to our next lady over here. Your name and age.
Alaya, and I'm 25.
Alaya, what do you do?
I'm a cake decorator.
Oh,
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
It's just the overall
Tattoos on
aesthetic.
her arm.
I just don't feel like it matched my vibe. So that's just it.
oh,
Other than that-
I'm lactose intolerant, so we couldn't get
I'm
along.
telling you, women judge that.
Yeah, they do.
That's fine as well.
Is Alaya, I'm saying that right. Is she someone that's your type?
I like bright colors, you know, it really like pops. So I'd say
She
so.
doesn't want to hear that, man. Come on.
Let's go to our next lady here. Your name and age.
I'm Asia, I'm 25.
And Asia, what do you do?
I do modeling, content creation, and I work with the Black-owned brand.
Concentration, huh?
Yeah. That dress is a red
And
flag
why did you end
for
up
her on
popping
that
your
one.
balloon?
I love all your attributes, but just weren't my type.
Yeah, fair.
That's
Yeah.
not my type.
What makes him not really your type?
I would say the aesthetic. Yeah.
Again,
What-
being
what
judged
is
by
my
what he's
aesthetic?
wearing. Well, aesthetic also is his body, like the way he looks.
It's just not for me. I like the aesthetic. I like the shirt, you know, I like
No,
how you
yeah,
put
it's
it
a
all
shirt,
together,
yeah.
but I
Clothing.
don't think it's for me. Yeah, it's something.
There's one
I can't
vibe.
put my finger
Women are
on it.
critical, guys.
Flat
I'm telling you.
shoes.
That might be it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll wear high heels next time.
Please.
Yeah,
I'll enjoy that.
So what would
So
you
wait,
say is
pause
your
for a
aesthetic?
moment.
Because you got that twice now.
Did she just say something about his height?
Honestly, I don't know. But we can go a little back.
Yeah.
I don't think it's for me. Yeah, it's something.
There's one
I can't
vibe.
put my finger on it.
Put her finger up.
Flat shoes.
Flat shoes.
That might be it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll wear high heels next
Okay,
time.
no,
Please.
it
Yeah,
wasn't
I'll enjoy
involving.
that.
So what would you say is your aesthetic? Because you got that twice now. So they're
I
not
don't know.
feeling
I'm kind
it.
of a dork.
Okay.
But like an endearing dork, you know.
Okay.
You know, I can
Don't care
talk your head
about
off
that.
about like some random topic. You know,
Got it.
you know
And-
I love women who are yappers. So that's
No,
like,
you don't, bro.
That's my
don't
my
lie
thing.
to them.
Okay.
Holy
Now, is she
heck,
someone
dude.
that's your type?
No, man. Jeez.
I don't know. Models, they got a lot of business prospects.
it.
They got to be flying in and out places.
Uh-huh.
I like someone who's a little closer.
Okay.
Yeah,
I did fly here, so I get it.
Thank
He
you.
wasn't fully straight up with it all
Let's go on over here. Your name and age.
Yes.
My name is Princess. I'm 23.
And Princess, what do you do?
Customer service and real estate.
And why
We
did you end up
already
popping your balloon?
announced the real estate one as a red flag
Initially, it
dog.
was the outfit that threw me off. But
Outfit
I do have a
again?
daughter. So.
Look at that.
I mean, it's easy. It's easy for them.
And now is Princess someone that's your
Attacking
type?
attacking him physically.
Yeah.
I do like tattoos. You know, I like art of any kind.
Appreciate it.
Honestly, I don't really have like a type.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to get to know someone to really
Pause this.
be
No.
close to them.
No,
That's why I like it.
No, bro. Nah, bro. Look. Oh my god. Everybody has a type. Everybody has a type. Both men and female, we have types, okay? Like, And the thing is, women know. She's 23, I think so.
Yeah.
23. Okay. Here's the thing with women who are young like that and they have experience. I'm gonna assume all these girls have experience because they're on a show like that. Okay, some of them have kids, some of them have been through some relationships, so they kind of, you know,
They've been around.
they've been around. So the thing is that women who are experienced guys, they know when men are telling them lies most of the time. This is a total lie.
Yeah.
Because it's he hasn't said it yet. I guarantee, maybe we'll see, maybe not guarantee. He's probably gonna say, I don't have preferences, I don't there's not like big deal breakers for me. Women, I guarantee you, women, when they have balloons, they will pop their balloons when men say, I don't have like standards or boundaries, things like that, because they know that's not true. They know that men have boundaries. It's just, the difference is, it's whether the guy who has boundaries, guy A and guy B, guy A is actually going to tell them that there are standards and boundaries within the relationship, and guy B is probably going to be the one that's not going to put his foot down to tell them. Women can smell that. They know, they 100% know. It's either they're just going to be little Miss Sunshines about it, like how this one's kind of being, and the other ones, they know he has a preference. They know he has standards and boundaries. He hasn't said the standards and boundaries. Well, he said, I don't have deal breakers. That's a standard and boundary.
That's bullshit.
That's a reason how they pop their balloons, because they know that's not true.
Right.
They know that. Experienced women, this is for you gentlemen, experienced women will, they might not call you out on it, they're going to hold it against you, because they know that when they're with masculine men or even beta males, doesn't matter what type of guy, what they don't want to go through multiple times in multiple relationships is they don't want the guy coming out of nowhere saying, oh, I don't like you doing this. And then she's going to be like, but I thought you said you didn't have standards and boundaries. Why all of a sudden now you decide to grow a backbone? Now you have standards and boundaries. That's what they don't want to run into. They don't want to run into a guy putting their foot down out of nowhere. They don't want that. All right, we can keep on rolling here and such.
Yappers.
Thank you.
That's a lie
Let's
also,
go over
the
here.
yappers.
Your name
That's a
and
little
age.
lie. Come on.
I'm Alex. I'm 25.
And Alex, what do you do?
I'm a data analyst.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
It was the last one.
Maybe not this lifetime.
Can't be the
Maybe the next lifetime.
Next
But we're
lifetime.
like butterflies and squirrels.
You know, like if we got
I
like
got you.
reincarnated.
But this lifetime,
Dang,
it's
but
not
you-
in God's plan.
Yeah, you kept your balloon the longest. I thought.
Yeah, I was trying to find
you
some
trying to,
razzle
like,
dazzle
you trying to
about
see
you,
what next
but it
lifetime?
wasn't razzling
Come
or
on.
dazzling for
You know,
me.
razzling
so.
and dazzling.
But you're very sweet, though. Somebody will love you for who you are, but
Yeah.
just not me. You know,
I love me, but it's okay if you don't love me.
somebody will,
Yeah.
just not me.
Eventually.
But yeah.
And she's someone that's your type.
Next question.
Wow.
Okay, thank you. Let's go over your name and age.
The dorkiest shit.
Let's pause for one moment. I don't want to pause too many times, but okay, guys, look, listen, like that's incorrect. Like women can get away with saying dumb crap like that. Honestly, they can say, "Oh, I don't have a type. I believe in zodiac signs. I believe in this and that." They can get away with it, and no one's gonna pathologize them. But when a guy like him says that, and he seems like he's got things going for him, you know what I mean? I would consider him a high value guy because he's got a lot going for him, you know?
Yeah.
But the fact that he's indecisive according to what he's presenting,
Really unattractive, being indecisive, and
he's indecisive. He's going in a little too casual about certain things. Women like men women like funny guys, okay? They do like funny guys.
but they like confident men.
They like confident men. They like serious men also who are like, you know, are very serious about their boundaries and their standards. The fact that he still hasn't put his foot down or said, well, I like it like this, I like it like that. What is he gonna do when the quote unquote right one comes along?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you gotta be able to put your foot down. Let's go on to the next one here.
Hi, I'm Taylor and I'm 22.
Taylor, what do you do?
Fairly young
I'm a
girls here.
lash artist, so I do that full time.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
It's the outfit. I'm just not feeling
5
it.
out of
And I don't know, the
Same with
aesthetic
outfit?
too. It's not my type.
But isn't like aesthetic and
Like
outfit
the-
like the same thing?
I mean, like the
thought he
whole
was gonna say,
video
"Don't do it with the
gaming
bullets,
and
go."
like,
I said that
The
last.
stuff that
Dang, I
most
should have
yeah.
answered.
Well, I mean, you said like,
After I'm done with my responsibilities.
yeah,
as a
I'm
co-founder.
just not feeling it. It's not. I think it's just physically like attraction. Like, yeah.
You can't change that.
Well,
All right, you said
technically,
next
can't
question
surgery,
on that
buddy.
last one.
And go
Is
to the
she your
gym.
type?
They're going to the gym.
I don't think anything in particular. I prefer kindness. I guess kindness is my type.
Sorry.
But
Just being honest. I mean,
All right, cool. Thank you. Let's go on to our last lady here. Your name and age.
Paris, I'm 28.
Paris, what do you do?
I do property management,
Yeah, she's
model,
always
content
smart.
creation, stuff like that. Yeah.
Easy, yep.
They all pop their balloons.
Now, why did you end up popping your balloon?
I'm gonna be honest.
She's gonna call
I
you
do
a
see like a brother and like a homeboy. I'm gonna be honest. And the type of person I am, I have big mama energy, and I'm a big dominant. And
Oh, so she's masculine, basically. She's basically saying that she's masculine.
I wish I understood what that meant.
basically, it's like I'm a person that like power, and I carry along like alpha male energy. I'm an alpha female that's also in tune with my divine feminine and masculine energy. So
I'm somehow more confused, but I like long explanations. You know, I like things that are in depth, even if I have no idea what she's saying. But I'm sorry. I wish.
Okay.
Oh my god.
And now, is she someone that she's your type? If you saw her out, would you approach her?
No.
I don't know. I guess the dominant aura would just keep me away. I'd be like, oh God, and I get a little scared, you know. But
Jesus.
Okay, cool. Thank you. All right, let's head on back this way. So that is all of the balloons popped, unfortunately, but we do thank you for coming on.
Oh my god. Like,
You need the love.
gentlemen, guys. Okay, keeping it 1,000 with you guys. With that last response, let's give you some womanese translation here, okay? What she just stated there in womanese translation is that she likes to be basically the man in the relationship. She likes to be the leader. She likes to feel that she's the dominant one, the masculine one. And she will only be feminine if the guy turns on the switch for her to be feminine. Women should be feminine off rip. I've stated that in a previous video.
He's gonna be single for life.
Like, no freaking way. And then a horrible response from him, by the way, on that. Horrible. Like, if that were me, I would have said, yeah, look, you seem like a nice woman, but I just can't take a woman serious who has a switch that I have to flicker for being masculine and feminine.
Leo, I think you should be on the show.
I will light one up on each and every one of them. I'm not even kidding. Like, I'll be cool, but I'll be straight up and say, yeah, I just don't deal with masculine women. Like, that women are meant to be feminine, men are meant to be masculine.
Nah.
Tattoos, absolute no-go. I don't mess around with girls who are baby mamas, who have kids with other men who aren't even involved in their lifetimes, in their lives, you know? That's just not me. But his response, very bad response on, oh, like, it scares me. Oh, this is how women always give us the stigma, the nonsense, the quackery. The quackery of, oh, well, if I say that men are intimidated by me, now I'm going to give you women some manonese, okay, some manonese. Like, a man saying that, men have a natural inclination to avoid women who are like that. It's innate in us. It's a hardwiring. We don't want masculine women. And what I noticed too is that these women have some certain jobs, cosmetology, real estate, property management, I think one of them said that they work in like a doctor's office, things like that, a nurse. Not jobs men find attractive in women. Really not. We've already stated that in jobs.
Especially the content creator one.
Yeah. Oh no, absolutely not. Absolutely. Even the guy, I'll give him some props for at least mentioning, oh yeah, like the whole content creating thing, the traveling and the Instagram, I prefer a woman who's closer. His translation, he doesn't want a woman who's all over the internet.
Right.
Translation, as simple as that. But we can keep going on here.
I think he's done,
All
right?
right, let's go ahead and give it up for him, ladies.
have fun.
Okay.
Nice meeting y'all.
Thank you.
I'm like, bro, come on, man. Jesus.
Alright, so what happens here?
All right, ladies, let's go ahead and bring out our next single guy.
Oh, another one. Okay. Oh, so this is how the show works. Okay.
She doesn't have a balloon here?
Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
Okay, pause for one moment here. Look at that. That guy's tall as hell.
Yeah, he's taller. He's a bit more bigger on the shoulders, like you said.
He's not. They're not gonna pop their balloons right now. 5 seconds into it, after you play his video, they're not gonna pop their balloons.
Yeah, he's dressed more like ready
Yes.
for dates.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? He has
He's
pants on, he has a polo shirt. Yeah, he's dressed a lot better.
He's more properly dressed. He looks groomed he looks more groomed with his hair, facial hair. He looks like he works out. He looks more dominant. He looks more manly. He looks more formidable. They're not popping their balloons 5 seconds into this. Let's go.
No, but I'm gonna say one word and like.
Yeah, he sounds.
So my name is Jairus Williams.
Jairus?
Jairus Williams.
Okay. And how old are you?
I'm 26.
26. And what do you do?
So I'm a Marine vet and I'm a Christian recording artist. I sing.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Well, what are some things you like to do for fun?
I love the water. I'm a water baby, so
Okay.
you know I'm the only home birth out of all 8 children. So I love the water because I was born in the water. So I'm a little fishy, you know.
I don't know what his zodiac sign is.
You know what I mean?
Okay. And now, what are some things you look for in a woman?
She got to be God-fearing for sure. And she got to be kind. She got to be gentle. She got to be loving. And she also got to support her man in everything that he do, just like I'm going to support you in everything that you do.
Got it. Now, what are some of your deal breakers?
Somebody who's not willing to listen, willing to learn, willing to grow in a relationship with God. I understand that some people may not know who God is or never have an experience with God. But if you're willing, like God expects us to be, I can rock with that.
Okay. All right. So we did get a pop balloon.
That's all
Let's
right.
head on over there and see why she ended up popping. Hello. If we can start off with your name and age.
My name is Jasmine. I'm 24.
Okay. And Jasmine, why did you end up popping your balloon?
I think you're very handsome, you know, but it's just not really my type. But you're very handsome.
Okay.
And I love the words you spoke, so yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And so what makes him not really your type?
I think he's really handsome. I just think that, you know, yeah, of course. And he spoke beautiful words, and I love that, you know, but it's just not really my, I think maybe the girl, maybe that.
Oh, I'm from Texas, so that's how we get down.
It's nice, though.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I know. I didn't see it.
And she's someone that's your type?
She's very beautiful.
Like many other
I don't really
girls.
do a whole lot of approaching. So, not that I'm against it or anything like that, but she's definitely so, like, very, very beautiful. So, absolutely.
Thank you. Let's go to our next lady. Your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
So, I think he's doing this pretty well, to be honest with you. He's handling himself very well. The way he's articulating and
for sure,
and holding himself together is really good. That's something the other guy didn't do. Okay,
for sure.
The one thing I want to point out here, gentlemen, I don't know if this kind of flew over your heads here, or ladies. He judged her based on her beauty. Okay,
that's it.
Beauty. It's a value for women, okay, guys? Like, obviously he doesn't know anything about her. Obviously he doesn't know that she's probably into art or Christianity or traveling, or like, he doesn't know that. He's going to judge her based on the metrics of what makes women valuable. It's that simple, guys, okay?
Right.
If they were at a club or some bar or restaurant, and the moment he thought she's beautiful, like thinking, oh wow, she's really beautiful, that's how he's gonna approach her. It's simple as that.
No.
I'm sorry, guys. Like, it's that. I know a lot of guys, even like women, they're not gonna want to admit this, but it's the truth.
Yeah.
Let's keep on going here.
My name is Alexis. I'm 24. And I found my balloon because, like my sister said, you're very handsome. You're, you know, very well put together. Thank you for your service, by the way.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you.
It's just not, if you're not bad looking, I'm just not like attractive.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
fine.
I actually like the.
Okay, so the reason why women are popping their balloons, it's mate copying.
Yeah,
that's what's happening.
For sure. If one pops, they're all gonna start doing it.
It's mate copying. So here's what I think is kind of hurting him right now. Actually, I wasn't gonna say this until maybe the very end. Here's what's kind of hurting him actually.
Okay.
What's hurting him is his job title.
What was the job title again?
He's a singer. He said he was a singer.
No, some girls like that shit. You know, some girls dig it. But like, it can be successful. You know what I'm saying?
But that's the thing.
Yeah.
People don't know who he is. So he's probably like what's an underground singer, or maybe he just does it as a hobby, things like that.
Karaoke, maybe.
Something like that, you know?
Or church, maybe.
Yeah, and maybe he's good for all we know. Maybe. And he's just kind of going on his journey.
All right.
But here's where women, again, the provision security come in, right? Because they don't know who he is,
right.
They've never heard of him as a singer, if he's not Drake, if he's not any of those people who are already like well-made and things like that, they don't know what his monetary value is. They don't know how much money he's making. So the fact that he just stated a title that doesn't give them reassurance for provision, that is why they're popping their balloons. One of the reasons, possibly, because they thought about it. It's like, okay, he's a singer, but like, is he good? Does he make money?
Does he sing at church only?
Yeah, and then the church thing, that's good, that's great. I think, you know, that's a man of God and he sticks his morals. That's what's helping him a lot, actually. The problem with that is these women, I guarantee you, probably maybe more or less, they're not into that.
Oh, these girls? Hell.
They're not.
Probably not.
So that's probably another reason.
These two.
Yeah, they're not. They're not going to be faithful to God. They're going to be like, oh, okay, well, his standards. Well, is he going to be on me about the Bible, the Quran, all this stuff about? He's going to hammer me about principles of the Bible, things like that. That's what they're scared of.
Maybe.
But go ahead.
I appreciate it. That's okay.
All right. I know you said you don't do a lot of approaching, and they are sisters. You said you.
Oh yeah, we definitely don't do that. I'm a man of God, so.
Oh no, I didn't say you approached them both. I meant saying like they're twins.
Oh, okay, awesome, okay.
So I know you said she was, you know, she was really cool, all that
Absolutely.
stuff. So she's someone that you'd have as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Just wasn't approach.
Okay. Thank you. Let's go to our next lady here. Your name and age.
Alaya, and I'm 25.
Hey, and Alaya, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
It's the water thing. I have a fear of the water. I can't swim to save my life, so that wouldn't be a good match for me.
I can't swim either, so. I'm being honest.
But you love the water?
I got a life jacket. Stay with him. So I got one for you too. I had one for you. So.
It was
prepared.
You prepared. Yeah, but it was the water thing. I thought that was like a big thing for you. It was like in your lifestyle, and I didn't want to be, you know, intruding on that.
So I appreciate that. Cool.
I think that's a total.
I mean, he said he can't swim. He got a life jacket for you.
I don't know, but it seemed like he wanted to do a lot of water activities, and I, you know.
Such a minuscule.
I don't think I can do it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So she's someone that's your type.
Yeah, she's very beautiful. I still wouldn't approach. I'm very particular.
Okay.
Good.
Thank you.
Good.
Let's go over here. Your name and age.
I'm Asia, I'm 25.
How you doing?
And Asia, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
No particular reason. It's just
Then why'd you pop it?
She fears that
like-
he's a content creator.
not really my
She fears
type.
the man of God.
I love that what you were saying about the
Really,
Lord,
this is
though,
the one
for
you
sure.
said the whole
For sure.
Same with that. Yeah,
What kind of makes him not really your type?
a little taller.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right. We hear that sometimes. You know, we can't change our height, so it's all good.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'10".
That's not bad.
Oh wow. I'm 5'10". I was taller.
It's all right.
And now she's someone that's your type.
5'8" or
She's very
5'7",
attractive.
somewhere around there.
Still would not approach because I'm very particular. I know what I'm looking for.
Good man.
Thank you.
Good man.
Let's go on over here.
Shout out to this
Your
guy.
name and
He's
age.
doing great,
Princess, I'm
man.
23.
He's good. He's good.
Hey, and Princess.
Hello.
Princess, why did you end up popping your balloon?
I would say at first it was the whole cowboy thing, but I was like, you know, that's not. But then the more I thought about it, I'm more so spiritual. I've been trying to figure out how I feel about religion. You know, I grew up Christian and into that,
You
but
can tell.
I've been figuring it out
Short hair,
myself.
tattoos.
So I feel like, you know, I feel like you probably want someone who's already finding their self with God type stuff.
Spiritual.
Not necessarily. So I'm a Christian recording artist. I'm a Christian man. But my debut album is called Coming Into Faith. So it's telling my testimony. I was still in the clubs. I was still drinking, smoking, partying. I faced death and stuff like that multiple times. So I don't, you know, judge people where they are. You know, we can grow together if that was going to be a thing. You know what I mean? I just wanted somebody who was willing, you know?
Yeah.
You don't have to be like on this high level,
dude.
like super
No.
like hostile and this and that. Like, no, absolutely not.
Okay, I feel that.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Let's go on over here.
still doing pretty good,
Your
though.
name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
Hi, I'm Alex. I'm 25.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
You're really cute. I just not a fan of piercings.
Oh, that's okay.
That's it. I mean, yeah.
So
Just
stupid.
piercings.
Oh, okay. I respect that.
None of them.
And now she's someone that's your type.
Balloons for good
She's very
It's not
attractive. I know I'm saying a lot of the same things, but at the end of the day, I just still wouldn't approach. Not anything against you or anything. Like I said, I know what I'm looking for. So,
Which is what?
but you were
Just
very
say it, dude.
beautiful. I want to let you know that
Thank you.
for sure.
All right, let's go over here. Your name and age.
Hi, I'm Taylor. I'm 22.
Hello.
Hi. The reason I just feel like more like close friends. You know, you're attractive. I like it all, but
For sure.
yeah, I'm just getting like we can have like a real good bond. Yeah.
On the same vibes.
Oh, I appreciate the friend.
She's looking for
How she said we can be close friends and things like that. But I'm not looking for friends right now.
There you go.
I'm looking for love, you know, somebody to marry and cherish,
Okay.
and have kids with and stuff like that. So
Good.
Understandable.
There you go.
Let's go on over here. Your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
Here we go.
So my name is Paris. I'm 28. Hi.
The
So
masculine
I popped
one.
my balloon because I'm an ominous and I don't want it to get to a point where it's just like it becomes forceful in a situation. Like everything you list is cool. Like I'm like a person that I'm supportive of everything and everybody and whatever their journeys are. It's just that it's gonna always be an issue. Like in the future, like when are you going to,
stick it
come
out
back?
and work it
And
out.
I kind of graduated from religion. So yeah.
Graduated from religion.
What the fuck?
But you is handsome as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. Okay.
I appreciate you. You're very beautiful. I just wanted to say, from the bottom of my heart,
Please.
God has saved me from a lot of things. Like I said, I faced death a lot of times, and He's the only one that brought me through. So I can sing. I have a gift to sing, and I'm very good at it. And so I gave it to the Lord, and He gave it back to me. And He said, "Go reach my people. I'm gonna give you the message to convey. Now go convey." And I'm gonna be an obedient child, and I'm gonna do just that. So nothing or no one can detour me from that, but I do appreciate your honesty and being upfront with me. Absolutely, but that's just my calling, and I don't force that on anybody.
Understood. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, let's head back this way.
We can pause it for a moment here.
Okay, so that is all.
So miles better from the first guy.
Oh, for sure.
It's like there's no competition with that one. He dressed well. He's well groomed. He's very articulate.
Yep. Better answers, manlier, everything.
Yeah, just he looks more formidable. He's a man of God, which is really good. He has a good career, I would say. Well, let me take that back. Actually, the other guy actually had a more promising career.
That's true.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's where value creation is on his side.
Right.
The problem with this guy, and he ticks off, personally for me as a guy, if I were to look at him and then I see all balloon, it's like, look, I think personally, when it comes to the physicality department, he checks off a lot of women's boxes.
Oh, sure.
I think he does. And the way
They
he
all said it
speaks.
too. Yeah, they all said they found him attractive.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a good looking guy. Absolutely. And he, and the way he articulates how he holds himself, and the big brownie points I'm going to give him is he held his ground with his standards.
Oh, yeah.
That is huge, guys. That is absolutely huge. Like, the one thing I really liked about this guy, and how he was presenting himself, how he orchestrated the whole entire thing, with what he was saying with all the girls, is the fact that he showed no fear about what the girls would say.
Yeah.
No fear. Women smell fear very
He's
easily.
confident.
Yep. The confidence is definitely there. But the girls don't want to say it because they're trying to be cute, they're trying to be nice, they're not trying to look bad on TV, things like that.
Right.
But I'm telling you right now, what kind of killed this guy is the fact that he's telling them of a career that doesn't sound very promising. He says he's good.
Yeah.
He says he's good. But ultimately,
But they don't know.
they don't know that. But also, like, they're gonna look him up afterwards and say, okay, how much money is he really making? Is he really famous? Is he this and that?
And I have to give it to, man, like, if one pops, I feel like they're all gonna pop because they don't want to be that last woman with a balloon and, you know what I'm saying?
They don't want to be ostracized.
Right.
They don't want to be looked at like, oh, you like this guy? What's wrong with you? You know, women care about that. They care about what other
A lot.
yeah. They care about what other girls think about them. Absolutely.
Way too much.
The let me see here. The other thing I kind of want to bring up too is, you know, he mentioned very little about his hobbies. Like, women like men who are driven when it comes to social networking, having a networking, being around guys who accomplish a lot of things. Because he didn't say any of that, which he probably does. Who knows?
Right.
You gotta. Women need social proof, guys. They need social proof. Him just blankly stating that, you know, I sing, I'm a Christian singer, things like, good for him, that's great, I'm sure he's good, but women need social proof. They need to know that other women find you attractive, that men want to be you, women want to be with you, you've got things going for you, which he might, but women, they don't see that here. They're not convinced. As I said before in a previous podcast episode, men have to sell a future. They have to sell security, provision to the woman. That is our commodity that we have to be able to sell the potential of that. Women, not the same thing. They have to sell, guess what? Purity. They have to sell purity. And this is why, like, don't even bother asking women for their body counts. They're never going to tell you. They're never going to. They're going to lie to you every single time.
Yeah, they're not going to tell you the truth.
So they have to sell purity. We're going to keep going on here. We'll get to a study
All
in a
the
bit.
balloons popped, but we do thank you very much for coming on. Let's
Thank
go ahead
you.
and give it up for them, ladies.
Thank y'all, ladies.
Thank you.
We've only been through 2 guys. Well, you know, it's the other guy.
Okay, let's go ahead and bring out our next single guy.
Third guy here. Third guy, come on.
My first time watching the
Hello,
show.
welcome in. What's your name?
So my name's Ron.
Ron. Okay, and Ron, how old are you?
I'm 26.
26, and what do you do?
So I'm in the military and I own my own business.
Nice.
For your service.
Very good.
Thank you.
And what are some things like to do for fun?
I like to play basketball. I'm getting into photography and pretty much just hang out with my friends, you know. Pretty much it.
Okay. And what are some things you look for in a woman?
Baby mama?
Just pretty much just have to want to be led by a man, you know. Pretty ambitious and that's pretty much it, you know.
All right, what are some deal breakers?
If you do have children, you know, I want to start a family of my own. And then pretty much I just got to be able to show like my mother like your Instagram and stuff, you know. You can't be doing too much and you laughing and stuff.
Okay.
You know, she got to approve.
All right. Approve on the Instagram.
Have to.
Okay, all right. So we did get a couple of pop balloons. Let's go on over there and see what's going
The
on.
rest will pop.
All right, let's start with your name and age.
Hi, my name is Jasmine. I'm 24.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
I think he's really handsome. It's just I'm big on energy. And I just wasn't getting it. Yeah.
You mean like you want high energy or?
Just like a, you know, energy. Yeah.
Okay. Now, she's someone that's your type?
Yeah, I would definitely approach her outside of here. You know, she's beautiful. Can't complain.
And then we did get one down there. Oh, we got 2 down here. Okay. Let's start right here with your name and age.
I'm Princess. I'm 23.
And Princess, why did you end up popping your balloon?
I have a child. She's 5.
Of course.
Okay. So children are a deal breaker for you.
It is.
Is she someone that is your type though?
As it's for many men.
Yeah, I would say.
Appreciate it. You look good.
Thank you. I like the lashes. I respect it.
Thank you.
Yeah, for real.
All right, and then we got one more down here. Okay, we can have your name and age.
I'm sorry. I'm a good fall, but I'm Paris. I'm 28.
And Paris, how did you end up popping your balloon?
So, like I said, you are handsome. However, I do model and content creation. Not what you think. No, not like that. But
You model?
you said your mom was gonna look. Not saying I got bad pictures, but I got a lot of creative pictures with different outfits and stuff. And I don't know her, and she don't understand like creative artsy things, and she won't understand where I'm going with it. I'm being honest.
Okay, you know what? Let's pause this for a moment here. All right, gentlemen. So this is a clear-cut example of a woman who prioritizes experience. Her flaunting her looks on the internet, she prioritizes that more than being in a relationship and being loyal to a man.
Yeah.
That's what she's saying. I don't know if the guy's catching on or the other two have caught on to that, but again, woman needs translation. She's prioritizing experience, modeling, getting attention, thirst trapping men on the internet, going off, doing her own thing, not having a leader, not having a man put his foot down with her. This is how women stay single, guys, for a long time. Or
I said it before. She's gonna be single for life.
Or she attracts a beta male who doesn't know better, and then just like that girl from the previous video who just yells and things like that, she'll probably end up doing that at some point.
That's the only way.
Yeah.
That's what she likes. That's what she said she likes.
Yeah. She,
Now, has your mom told you no before off of a girl's Instagram?
Yeah, she has.
Oh.
You know, she's Puerto Rican. She don't really play with that.
And now is Paris someone that you type?
No.
Be honest.
You know,
Why not?
Just the physical attraction wasn't there.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, fine.
I don't see it either.
Thank
Fine
you.
if someone says it.
All right, let's head on back. So we do still have 5 balloons left unpopped. I'm gonna have you ask these ladies a question, help you narrow it down, see who's more of your match.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a 3-part question. So like, when was your last relationship? How did it end? And how long ago was it?
I love it.
So right here with your name and age.
I love it. This is great. So again, Nick, you want to know what the common thing is with all 3 of those questions? It has to do with their past.
Yep.
Has to do with their past.
Yep.
Women are judged by their past. Men are judged for their futures.
Right.
Okay, guys? All right. So what's saving him right now, so far, is the fact that he owns a business and he serves the military. So he's got to be brave. You know, he has to be formidable and things like that. And he's a good-looking guy also. He seems like he's decently dressed, things like that.
Yeah, I do want to say one thing. Remember that thing you told me? We went through the whole bar study. The longer you stay at a
The closing time phenomenon.
Okay, so bring it here. I think he's the last guy out of 3. You know what I'm saying?
In 25 minutes in Alaska.
I think. Hold on, let me see because they switch it to girls. Oh no, never mind.
Still
never mind.
dudes.
Still dudes.
Okay.
Still dudes. I
They're
thought it switches to the
all dudes.
to
Okay.
the other way around. Okay, never mind. Never mind.
Yes.
I was gonna say they're like holding off, you know, to see if they can find better throughout.
We'll do a reaction with women on that one. Yeah.
All right, we'll see.
Agent that answers just questions.
My name is Alexis. I'm 24. My last relationship was about 2 years ago. It ended because we just went, like, the compatibility just started, separating.
Okay.
She's lying.
And we were together for 4 years.
Okay.
All right.
Let's go to our next lady. Name and age and the answer to this question.
Alaya, and I'm 25, and my last relationship was the end of 2022, and we broke it off because of trust issues. We had
I
a lot
wonder
of
why.
miscommunication. We couldn't get on the same page, so we just had to break things off. And we were together for 2 years.
She's not gonna say
You say
why.
we was like
The trust issues.
you and him or
As in trust issues? No, it was him.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's stop for a moment.
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh,
Your name.
wow. She actually admitted that it was the guy who broke up with her. Oh my goodness. Very bold of her. Very, very bold. Usually women lie about that.
Oh, all the time.
Usually women lie. I'm very surprised. That caught me off guard. I was like, she's gonna say that she ended, I guarantee you.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen and dogs, everybody. Women break up with guys all the time, okay? Because look at this video proves how selective they are. But if a man breaks up with you, you really did something, ladies. You really did something you weren't supposed to be doing in the relationship, okay? Men break up with women for very pragmatic reasons. Whether you cheated, you're not being fidelis, you're not being loyal, you're doing things that are damaging the health of the relationship, hence you're probably posting provocative photos, you have a for sale sign on you, you're not following his lead, you're nagging him, you're annoying him, maybe you have father issues, and maybe she's the one with trust issues for all we know, you know what I mean? Or BBD, you know?
Right.
So, of course, the guy's not going to tolerate that. He's not going to tolerate that. Women break up with men for a plethora of reasons. He didn't dress well. He didn't smell good. I don't like the fact that he's controlling, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Because he's not allowing me to damage the relationship by going out at a nightclub by myself with my single friends and attracting other men and me drinking and then me being influenced and me going on girls trips. That's what they're saying, but we're gonna get to that in a moment, maybe later on.
Name and age and the answer to this question.
I'm Asia, I'm 25. My last relationship was about 2 years ago. Lasted for 3 years, and it ended because it was just extremely toxic. Yeah, it was terrible.
What do you mean by toxic?
Probably pretty much the same thing. It was like toxic.
Was I toxic?
Both ways. I mean.
Well, I did have a hand to play, but not initially.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You look like you ain't believing it. What's going on?
Wow.
She said she had a hand to play with it. I mean, I don't. I'm 26 now. I'm not that I don't really have time for that. It's like
Yeah, no, I don't do the toxic
toxicity
stuff.
for
That's
me
why
now.
it's
So, like,
done. That's why it's done.
I respect it. You know, went your separate ways, but
Yeah.
yeah.
What's going over here? Ooh.
Yeah. Fuck
We'll be
that.
back. Your name and age and the answer to this question.
Hi, I'm Alex. I'm 25.
So my last relationship was 2022. We were there like 5 months, not long, but he had like issues, like he's a liar. Nothing he said added up. He get mad a lot, like tantrums and stuff, and I didn't want to deal with that.
Well, why?
Thank you.
Over here, your name and age and answer to this question.
Hi, I'm Taylor. I'm 22. It just marked 2 years that I've been single. We were together for 2 years, and I ended it because I just didn't feel like I was growing with him. It was just stuck. So I just couldn't do it.
I guess I'll ask you another question. Is like, did you do anything to try to like?
I mean, I was
motivate or?
Yeah, I was there. I was very motivating him, but he just priorities, they weren't together. So. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so our lady back here did end up popping.
So, and we've even mentioned this, women, I said this like how many videos ago. Kings, all right, they build queens. They build queens up.
Yeah.
But a queen will never look up peasants' way.
No.
Queens will never build up guys to be kings. Absolutely not. No. She by her admission, she just admitted it. Like, why is she gonna waste time building up a guy? Why?
Yeah.
Women move in. They move in when a castle's already built. They expect everything to be done.
Yeah, they wait at the finish line.
Yep. They don't care about the race. They wait at the finish line and have intimacy with the winners. That's it. That's it.
What's going on?
Oh, I just popped because I felt like he was gonna pop my balloon or something. Because I said the toxic stuff.
Were you about to pop hers off with that?
I was,
Yeah, I felt sad.
I guess
Get on out
he
of
gets to
there.
pop the balloon again or something, or he wants to stay with it.
Pretty sure I respect that.
That's interesting.
That's cool.
Let's head on back. Let's head on back. So let's go ahead and ask these. Actually, she popped, but I'm gonna have you pop one of these ladies' balloons just based off of what you've heard so far. So let me hand you a pick.
Okay, this is how it works.
There you go.
Based off what I heard.
Yeah, what you've heard, what you see, whatever it may be. Go ahead and pop one of the remaining balloons.
Oh.
Okay, where we end up popping hers.
Come on, give it, sir.
I just don't think the physical attraction was there. You know, I mean, it's pretty much it. You know?
So why did you have your balloon unpopped for him?
Well, I thought he was cute, but then I had like some
He needs to lose
concerns.
some weight, but other than that,
I don't even want me to say it or not.
Say it.
Okay, so
See, it's a
I'm not trying to be
hand on the
funny.
back of it there.
So I was like thinking like if you were like in my bed or something, and I turned the fan on, like you would fly across my room because you're like really skinny. But I like skinny guys, but you're like really skinny. And then I was also thinking like if I was in the bed with you and I laid my head on your chest, it would probably lay on a pile of dishes or something. So I didn't want to, you know. But you're cute though, so.
Thank you.
That sounds a bit
I'm
spiteful
205
to me, to be
pounds,
honest
by
with
the
you.
way.
That's like,
Okay,
oh, Jesus Christ.
That's just funny.
I know.
You feel how you feel. It is what it is.
There's no offense. I mean, I like skinny guys, you know, but
I appreciate you being
I was
honest.
just looking out for you. Looking out for me,
That's
but-
not honesty, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm going to show you guys why it's not honesty. Let's pause the video for a moment. Let's show a little study here on Discord.
Okay. Is it a new study or what?
It's pretty recent. I think I uploaded like last week or something like that. It's a picture.
Which one is it?
It's one, it looks like a doodle, like two doodles, and then one has like a face and one has like a body or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's one of the more recent ones.
Let's see if I can do this. Oh, excuse me.
Look at that. Okay, so the reason why I think that's not honesty, and this is just based off science, okay, and studies that have been made. I think I mentioned this when. Actually, I might not have mentioned this, even with James Starr or anybody else, but basically, the studies we have here, and I don't have to like read all this, well, maybe I will. So, what we have here, ladies and gentlemen, is just a small, simple illustration of what men and women obsess over when it comes to physicality, okay? What this study shows in simplest form is you could see you have two doodles on the left, okay?
Oh.
And you have partial doodles and partial full body,
I'm bad.
and partial full body pictures. What the top one shows, the top row where it has B1, okay? Where it only shows the face, the hair, okay? What this means is women look more towards facial attraction to get them more physically attracted to a man a little bit more than the body, even though we've already demonstrated that the formidability with the shoulder 1.62 ratio.
Yeah.
They're going to prioritize a little bit more on facial symmetry. Okay, so that's and we pulled up this study before, actually, how women prefer symmetrical faces. Right. So because it shows healthiness, good genes, and women, if we follow the good gene theory, that's what they go for, right?
Right.
And the bottom row shows the full body except for the head. That's for the males, meaning in order for men to be more physically invested into a woman, even if it goes with like sexual opportunities for copulation, they prioritize the body more, not the face, the body. So that's why I don't think that's a bit disingenuous on her part. Like that, according to Slaves, that's not true. And she could be that little outlier that's like, oh well, the body, blah blah blah, which I think is a total cop out. No, man, like she finds him facially attractive, but she just doesn't want to say the other things. She just, okay, well, I think you're kind of skinny. If he takes his shirt off, what if he's like kind of fit and has abs? You know what I mean?
Right.
There are some skinny fit dudes out there, okay? But again, she's going off by what she sees at first. Women are that crucial when it comes to judging and mate selecting, guys. I don't know how much more we can prove off this, but we're done with this one here.
Let's see. Okay.
Okay.
She must have a
Go
lot
ahead
of
and
fun
ask
on the
these
show.
remaining ladies a question.
Any of y'all always in the club? Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
No, red flag.
Like pretty much popping out all the time.
Okay. What's your question?
Pretty much.
Finally,
You always outside.
No, I feel like I did that when I was, 21, 22. So
When no man was around
I
to
got
put
that
their
out the
foot
way,
down
I
with
feel
you.
like.
Okay.
Wants to know if you're always outside. Definitely not. I am a homebody for sure.
That's good. Green flag.
We got one more down here. All right, are we outside?
Liar.
Okay, wait. Okay, when I was
Liar.
when I turned 21, like I was outside the whole year. I waited till I was like 21 to get in the club, so I never like snuck in the club or nothing. But like now, I've honestly been taking life more seriously. So I mean, like I'm single still. So if someone asked me to, but like if I've been on fires, like yeah, but like
Very hot.
so yeah.
It's not convincing.
Yeah.
But I
It's
can
not
be a
convincing at all.
homebody, like, but no, but lately I haven't been out. So what's lately? Okay, does traveling count?
You pop out when you're traveling?
Like if I had to go travel on like I'm with my friends and like they want to go to the club,
bro.
does that count?
I feel like there's a little bit of confusion between it. It's like you go out a lot, you go out a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, well recently, probably about a couple months ago. So yeah.
She just doesn't know how to answer the question appropriately.
Okay. All right, go ahead and pop one of these ladies' balloons.
Come on.
You should have just stayed down there.
Go ahead.
Okay, she's too outside for you?
Yeah. Too
Oh
outside for
my
me.
gosh.
It was only because like you kind of, not that you didn't know like how long ago or like, it was just a little bit of confusion for me trying to figure out when's the last time you've been out or whatever. You just
Okay.
got 2 months ago.
I mean,
Maybe trying to turn over a new leaf. I respect it, but it's like, it was just a little bit confusing.
okay. Why'd you have your balloon unpopped for him? He's attractive. I don't really see anything negative, so yeah. Cool. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, we've got 2 ladies remaining. Not remaining. Ladies, any questions you guys want to ask him? Okay. She said yes right away. I would like to ask you the same question. When was your last relationship and why did it end?
So my last relationship was like 2 years ago. It ended because we just, weren't growing together and we had a mutual agreement. It's like, we're just not gonna waste any time. So.
All right, let's pause it for a moment.
You already
here.
said how long ago?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, 2 years ago. Okay, got it.
All right. First of all, girls don't ask that question. It's fine, not a big deal. But what women have to understand, and I've already said this earlier today, is a man's metric of success is not him chasing tail. It's not him going after so many women. It's him chasing excellence. him putting a dent in the universe, him striving to become the best, to make money, to be able to provide, to be able to be the best that he could possibly be, and have somebody follow him on his journey. So when women ask this question, they feel this egalitarianism that goes with that. They're like, okay, so if you think my relationship was bad, okay, what about yours? It doesn't matter. It honestly doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, like, another part of a woman's value is her ability, I think I said this already, to attain a man, to get a man and to keep the man.
That's what that's all
But
about. Yeah.
But what I kind of didn't like about his answer is that he goes, oh, we kind of came to like a mutual thing, like we weren't growing together. It's just like, see, what that sounds like to me, honestly, is, he didn't say if he didn't say he broke up with her or she broke up with him. Yeah. But to me, I'm just gonna go off a small whim here. I'm gonna shoot in the dark a little bit. It kind of sounds like, from what he's telling me, the girl thought she was equal to him, somewhat. And just like the whole, oh, let's grow together, blah, blah, blah. It's like, I mean, she's going to grow when you grow. She's going to improve when you improve. Like, that's kind of what we talked about in one of our past episodes. But I could be wrong about that. I could be wrong. I'm not right about every single assumption I make, obviously. But, like, I don't know. I get this feeling that the woman thought she was equal to him, and things just didn't work out, and then he just cut it off. He just doesn't want to say it, maybe.
All right.
Any questions?
Yeah. So, how soon are you looking to like get married, build a family, stability, have like a stable relationship?
Probably like in the next like year and a half, 2 years. So like if somebody comes along that actually meets like, I wouldn't say like my criteria, but like my standards or whatever.
I knew you was gonna say that.
Yeah, it'll work.
Okay. Okay.
Any other questions? You guys good? Oh, you do? Okay.
It's fine.
Are you comfortable with silence, or do you feel like you always have to fill the space with conversation?
It depends. Like if we vibe out, if I know your tendencies or something, and you don't want to talk in the morning, or you need your coffee or something like that, I'm not gonna press you.
Okay. Like the answer.
Okay. All right, time to pop.
The first, this one right here. This is getting popped.
No! Didn't do it.
Okay, why did we end up popping hers?
I just feel like I'm probably more attracted to her than I am you. So you're very beautiful though. Can't complain. I love the drip.
And why did you have your balloon unpopped?
He's handsome, and I also like the fact that he said he needs his mother approval with his woman, so I appreciate it.
Okay, let me bring you on up here. Come on up, come on up. All right, y'all. Any final questions between either one of you?
You can go first.
You don't have to have one. If you don't have one, don't force it.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna force it, but if you got something for me.
Yeah, I'm not gonna press either.
Oh,
No, come on, man. Lead.
That's what I did. I like. Okay, so is it a yes for you for him?
Yes.
And is it a yes for you for her?
Yeah.
We got a match! I'll take this mic, and you guys can go on up. Let's give it up for them.
Okay.
Okay, wow, okay.
Not too shabby.
What happens in the show? Okay.
Not too shabby.
I thought it was
Okay, ladies, let's go ahead and bring out our next single guy.
That's it. I look at this like it's like Flavor of Love and Rock of Love.
No, let them in. What's your name?
My name is Drew. I'm a system engineer and I'm 27.
Good
Okay,
voice.
Drew, we didn't even have to ask you anything. You came out ready.
Yeah, ready to go. Yeah.
And what are some things you like to do for fun?
So I do a couple of different things for fun. So right now I'm currently training my dog for agility courses and things like that. So I'm trying to get more into that, as well as like I also do a little bit of fitness stuff on the side, like motivational fitness and things like that.
Okay.
So just trying to expand my repertoire and be like well balanced.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what are some things you look for in a woman?
Definitely someone who's more on the humble side, has a good head on their shoulders, is able to kind of like tell me and communicate things effectively, and also just be someone who's willing to listen, right? I think for me, when I look for someone who's listening and capable of listening them back, we can kind of make it work because I'm kind of a listener, so.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what are some of your deal breakers?
Deal breakers, I would definitely have to say anybody who isn't capable of being humble. Like there's situations and times where you might be like a little bit over stressed about something. You have a way to control yourself. I think that's really something that's really important. So if you're not able to do that, it's gonna be kind of an issue.
Okay. All right. So we did get a pop balloon over here.
So man on knees for the ladies. Translation: he's not looking for a woman who's going to be a headache to him. It's that simple. Like he's not looking for someone who's going to give him lip. He's not looking for someone who's going to be dismissive with him on his leadership. He's not looking for somebody who is going to try to be equal to him and be dominant in the relationship. He's not looking for that. That's man on knees for the ladies. All right, we can keep in here.
Okay.
Let's go on over there and see what's going on. All right, if we can have your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
Hi, my name is Jasmine. I'm 24.
She has kids, doesn't she?
And why'd you end up popping your balloon, Jasmine?
She's this big.
Yeah.
I feel like, well, you're very handsome.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, of course. It's
She's
not
a
really my
low value woman, you know. Like,
type.
Is there something specific that makes him not really your type?
You know, I wouldn't even say I have a type. It's just attraction.
Okay.
Yeah.
So not really attractive.
I'll say that. My God.
No. Drew, is she someone that's your type?
Nah, I don't think so. Kind of the same. I'm not really feeling like a physical attraction. I love the outfit and everything, but just physically, I'm not really feeling like an attraction. I think, for the most part, you go, you see someone physically, you want to make sure you can kind of vibe with them a little bit first. So,
yeah, she does, for sure.
But I love the outfit though.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, and we do still have the rest of the balloons left unpopped. I'm gonna go ahead and have you ask these ladies a question just to help you narrow it down, see who's more of your vibe.
Okay. So in a relationship, when you're with somebody, there's always traits that come out naturally when you're with someone for a period of time. What would you say is your like most toxic trait? You would think that something that you'd be like, oh, this is gonna drive somebody away. What would you say is your best quality, like your best trait?
All right, let's start over here with your name and age, and what is your toxic trait and your best trait?
Alaya, and I'm 25. I would say my toxic trait would be I would shut down. I need time to process the situation before I can actually talk to you, but a lot of people like to talk in that moment to resolve the issues. So I would say that was my toxic trait. And then for my most, what was the question?
Your best trait.
My best trait, my optimism. I'm very optimistic. I just love thinking about the future and what can possibly happen.
Okay.
Your name and age and the answer to this question.
I'm Asia, I'm 25. I would say my best trait that comes out, I think I'm like really helpful. If I notice something like that you might need help in or like you forgot to do something, I always like try to help out any way I can. And then toxic trait, I would say I'll just like ghost people. Yeah.
And to see, so her toxic trait is somewhat similar to the previous one.
When you mean ghosts, like, do you just kind of vanish and then have a reason why you vanish? Do you come back and at least give a reason, or you just
Yeah,
drop
I have a
it?
reason.
Okay. Yeah.
I try not to do that anymore, but it tends to happen.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I don't think
No,
it's good.
yeah. Okay. Appreciate that. Yeah.
No problem.
I like her.
Your name and age and
toxic trait,
what is
though.
your best trait and toxic
She's
trait.
helpful.
My name is Princess. I'm 23. I would say my best trait is that I'm very understanding. I'm very patient, sometimes more patient than I need to be. I would say my toxic trait would be I'm an overthinker. So I keep a lot of thoughts to myself and ponder on it before, I start to come to a conclusion. But I'm not like the type where I'm gonna accuse you or something. I just overthink a lot of different things.
That's false for a woman here.
So that's
All right, so when women say that they're overthinkers, you got to be a little careful with them. The reason why is because there are going to be some pessimistic women who they're always going to think of the worst case scenario on anything. Like if for example, if she were to see this guy growing, striving, thank you, Dr. Savanta. It's a great show. It's a little thing we have going on here. We might do some more of these. Who knows?
Okay. Well, I'm a.
Good. So the problem with this type of trait is, again, they always think of the worst, and this could potentially lead to a bunch of issues, trust issues. She's gonna nag you a lot. She's gonna question you a lot, and it's just gonna be problematic for the guy. Honestly, it could lead to some narcissism as well, which is. That's what it could lead to, honestly. You got, gentlemen, you got to be a little careful with that. Okay, be careful with women who they say things like that, but really what they're telling you, womanese. Once again, I like to think of the worst case scenario for certain things. That's womanese for you guys. Go ahead.
Listener, so you can, just tell me whatever. I'll say I'll be your therapist for sure. Yeah.
Thank you. We'll be back for you. Let's go over here. Your name and age and.
I'm Taylor, I'm 22, and my
Yeah, I think so.
toxic trait would be
Going out clubbing?
probably my attitude, but I've been working on it. Yeah. And then what was the other one?
Your best trait.
My best trait, I'm motivational. Like I will push you to do things. I'll be on top of you. So,
That one, like,
and then if you need anything too, like I'm always a good listener. So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Appreciate that.
So far, I see no
I
difference.
kind of want to go back on that.
No
You mentioned, like, you said, like, attitude. That was, like, your...
Yeah.
Can you kind of explain, like, what do you mean by, like, attitude? Like, say, for example, I didn't fill up your car with gas or something like that. I forgot or something like that.
Like
Yeah, can you kind of...
like how would I react to the situation?
Yeah, like, how would you react? Yeah. Say, like, I did something in the past, and then, like, that was the final thing, and, like, now you're like, I've had it. Like...
Oh, yeah, I'm going to tell you everything. But,
Okay. Would you let it build up? Would you communicate that?
No, I communicate it
Okay.
for sure. But if you just do the same thing over and over again, then yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but
It's okay.
yeah.
Yeah, no, that's actually a good answer, though. Yeah.
Okay. Thank
sure.
you.
Your name and age, and what is your best trait, and talk about it.
I'm Paris. I'm 28. My best trait is that I'm like down to earth. Everything. I don't have a toxic trait. I have growth traits. And so my growth trait is basically, shoot, sometimes I like shut down. I have my moments. I'm not a person that have mood swings. It's just that I'm like a person that you have to be able to understand because I have a pattern. But they're not bad patterns. They're like good patterns. When you know, you know. So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, thank you.
All right, we did get a pop over here. Your name and age, and why you ended up popping your balloon.
I'm Alex. I'm 25. I just don't see myself being like your woman. I see myself like being your friend. Like we can hang out. You're attractive. Nothing wrong
Appreciate
with
that.
you.
Thank you.
I just don't see myself being with you.
Okay.
That's all.
She likes to have orbiters.
Something he said, or is it?
His pants are kind of tight, but it's not ugly or anything.
Let it fit,
I
so,
just,
you know,
I just feel like
I
we
ran
can be
track, so.
like we can be friends,
She's
you know,
like
like to
a
a
Power
bar.
Ranger.
Okay.
That's about it.
Yeah, okay.
Not serious.
And she's someone that's your type.
Just so you know.
No, I think kind of like on the friend basis, like you were saying, I would definitely see us like kind of vibing as friends kind of thing. You really direct with your approach of kind of why you pop your balloon and things like that. So I really appreciate that. And that's kind of like what I like to have in my friend group anyway. Someone who's more direct, kind of, you know, be able to communicate effectively. So yeah, not really my type per se preference wise, but definitely a friend for sure. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, so I am going to have you pop. How many balloons should we do? Let's do 2 balloons.
Okay.
I know. So I'm gonna go ahead and hand you a pick.
Yeah.
There you go. And go ahead and pop those 2 balloons, and then I'll follow you and ask you why you ended up popping after you pop those 2.
Okay.
I would say the third one coming up. So dozens.
I mean, bro.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Start with the first one you popped. So why did we end up popping her balloon?
Come on.
Honestly, the responses you gave were really nice and everything. I think it was just a fit. I wasn't really feeling the fit kind of thing. You seem very, very humble, which is top notch. Like, I love that. But I think it was just like the fit. So yeah, but you really you well spoken. So
It looks like
you know.
Yeah, man, it's horrible.
Yeah.
What's her favorite superhero?
So why did you have your balloon unpopped for him?
What's her favorite superhero, you think?
I kind of see it like you're cool, you know.
You
Could be like a cute little partnership or whatever
No.
type thing.
Partnership. No.
It ain't nothing too bad to say about you for
Relationships
real,
are not
but
partnerships.
yeah, you know.
That's the way they see it.
Thank you. And then so why did we end up popping her balloon?
I think the thing that you mentioned, and I know you said you're kind of working on it, was kind of like the attitude control kind of thing. I think for me, I've had relationships in the past where that has been something they said they're working on, and it ended up being like a big problem. So I think my fear of kind of diving into that again, I'm not saying that it's always bad. Sometimes it's good because sometimes you need that counterbalance. I think that's what kind of deterred me away. Other than that, love the outfit, like well spoken as well.
Thank you.
But yeah, that's the primary thing. Yeah.
And so why did you have your balloon unpopped for him?
I love dogs. And so you said you were training with dogs, right?
Yeah, I'm training my dog right now. Yeah.
So yeah, and I go to the gym. I go to the gym like 4 or 5 times a week. So, and I don't know, you seem like you know what you want. So I kind of like that.
Yeah. Appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
All right. And we did get a pop
we
balloon
respect
back
that a lot.
here.
They
Okay,
want
why did we
us
end
to
up
know what they
popping?
want, not
I didn't want to pop,
dismissiveness. I've
but the
already
more I was
stated
like
that
looking
how
at
many
you,
times?
you really kind of like resemble my uncle.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing. My uncle's handsome. You're a handsome man. But I just, doesn't look too much. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Is she someone that's your type?
Yeah, I would say so for sure. Well put together. Yeah, I would definitely, for sure. I would definitely approach her if I start out.
She has kids, though, doesn't she?
Yeah.
This one I don't
Have to be the
remember.
uncle, huh?
The one with
All right. Any questions, ladies? For our guy?
Yeah. No, go for me.
Start down here.
How do you feel about somebody with kids?
Great question. So with kids, I would rather prefer like to grow with somebody and kind of start a family on my own, but I've kind of been able to kind of evolve from that a little bit. So if the person has kids, as long as it's not like a bunch of kids with different like baby daddies, that kind of thing, then I'll be able to kind of grow and kind of change and adapt.
God damn it, man. All right, let's pause for a moment here. It's time we show.
I have one child.
It's time we show this one other picture regarding a study about step parents and biological parents. This now, but
my bad, guys. Let's see.
I wasn't gonna do this now, but it's like he kind of he ignited the fuel on this one.
All right, let's see. What do you?
All right, ladies.
Which one is it?
Should be today.
Oh, today?
Yeah. I think. Or yesterday.
Is it this one?
Yeah, it's this one. All right, ladies. Look. Yeah, you can kind of zoom, zoomy doomy.
Okay.
Yes.
I zoom in.
This is fine here. Yeah. All right, ladies. Look, I'm gonna give it to you straight. Okay. So, where do I start with this one? So, I gotta give it to the ladies straight. What women have to understand is you have every right to be choosy about the men you want. Okay. Even though there are certain times, even the show clearly illustrates that women are a little bit more picky than they deserve to be, especially in their situations and their scenarios, which we'll cover towards the end of the video with the next guy. But kind of going here, let's read what I outlined here. So the data shows, which we'll show a graph at the bottom very shortly here, show that children living with one genetic parent and one step parent are roughly 40 times more likely to be physically abused than children living with both genetic parents. Knowing this nugget, knowing this piece of information, just that one sentence. Ladies, choose better. Choose carefully. Stop rushing the vetting process from men, especially the high value ones. Don't rush the vetting process. Be choosy, but for the right reasons. Because I guarantee you, you are hurting your child phenomenally. All right? You are destroying the child when you are inviting a non-biological entity into the child's life. And I don't have a study with me now, but it's there. It's definitely there. I'll pull this up maybe next time. But one thing I do want to get off my chest here a little bit is that even with copulations, okay, there's a study that when men see the kids who look more identical to them, and this is involving the inclusive fitness theory, where it involves altruism, okay? That means children have a higher chance of survivability, provision from the parent, biological parent, if the father, the man figure, sees that the child resembles him in attitude, behavior, facial structure, even the smell. There's a study even on the smell. If the guy smells something, like a scent that seems familiar to the guy, guess what? From the 4 traits, 5 actually, I think, they're willing to invest more into that child.
Interesting.
For you ladies out there, and this is for the women on here too who have kids, you are doing something incredibly irresponsible by allowing someone who is not a biological parent to come into the child's life. Now, is it guaranteed that it's going to happen? No, it's not. There are some situations where it does work out. But if I keep reading here, this greater risk rate occurs even when other factors such as poverty and socioeconomic statuses are controlled. There is indeed a higher rate of child abuse in low-income families. That's one thing to remember, okay? But it turns out that the rates in step families are roughly the same across different levels of socioeconomic status. Daly and Wilson concluded that quote-unquote step parenthood per se remains the most powerful risk factor for child abuse that has yet been identified. Child abuse, ladies and gentlemen. You want to know? You want a golden Willy Wonka ticket for child abuse per se? Invite step people.
Interesting.
Simple as that.
All right.
Kind of going down here, just a chart here, just before we wrap this part up here. Look at this, a simple chart, okay? On the left, victims per 1,000 children, and then the child's age. Look at the two-parent households, it's almost non-existent.
Wow.
Child abuse doesn't happen. Like, it honestly doesn't happen. Like, I know it shows, it can't happen, of course.
Like, this is like night and day right here.
But what the heck is this? And look, the child abuse happens when children are between 0, you know, they're about to be born, and 4 years.
Because they can get away with it more too.
Yeah. Like, what are they going to do? What are the kids going to do? They can't defend themselves.
Yeah, this is pretty sad.
And it's still prevalent when it comes to children who are 5 and 10 and then going into their, you know, preteens and teens and things like that. They're still adolescents at that point, but the young adults. And look what happens, guys.
It's pretty sad, man.
It is incredibly irresponsible for single mothers to do this. I'm just going to say it. I got to give it to you guys straight. It is incredibly irresponsible for you guys. If you are going to choose a man, choose carefully. Yeah. I don't know how else to say it. I can't articulate this point any more than I am right now. Choose better. We have way more single mothers now in the world. Way more. Way more women are unhappy. 1 in 4 women are on antidepressants. You guys really want this? And we already showed some data from Rachel Wilson regarding who the abusers are in relationships. Okay? And now we're cross-referencing. Look at this. Okay? Choose carefully, guys. Come on.
Let's go back to the show.
Yep, and we got one more guy
How
here.
old is the child?
We'll give our final
5.
thoughts on everything. We can kind of skip this part if you want here to.
I think we had a question over here.
Yes. Where are you from?
I'm from New York City originally.
Yeah. One more will be fine.
I reside actually here in Scottsdale, Arizona. Yeah.
Is distance be a problem for you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where do you reside? Georgia.
Georgia. Okay.
Come on.
Oh man, all right. So you did have your balloon and popper for quite some time.
I like to cook too. I was a culinary school.
Oh, okay. We got a chef. And now what are some things you're looking for in a woman?
For being a chef.
Someone who can communicate effectively, someone who's honest and loyal. Really looking for like a friendship as well as a
She's popping
relationship.
it because she knows that's not true.
All right. Now what are some of your deal breakers?
Bad hygiene.
She pops it behind her.
Yeah, someone who's close-minded as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we did get a few pop balloons. Let's go on over there and see why they ended up popping. All right. Your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
Oh my God.
My name is Jasmine. I'm 24. And maybe it's the outfit. I'm sorry.
That's fair.
You're really handsome.
It's like I like the camera.
You're not feeling about his
The
outfit.
guy's matching and everything. The camera's just like, oh, really?
It's not my style.
I mean,
Yeah. And I do
he's
have like a
dressing fine.
preference. You know, like a
It's
type.
fine.
He's got the J's.
Well, not okay. It's not me perfect.
Nice
I
color.
wouldn't
I like
say
that
that I have a
purple.
type, but attraction. You know? Yeah.
She's someone that's your type?
I would approach her.
Alright. Thank you. Let's go over here. Your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
didn't hear what his
I'm
profession
25.
is.
It's just the overall attraction. I feel like
Oh,
you
no,
know,
it's chef, but
you
was
know
that
when
it?
you know, like.
Because I think
That's
do
it.
you think there was something
Overall,
else
you're
besides
nice
him being a
to
chef?
Thank you.
Okay. No, she's someone you would approach. Is she your type?
Yeah, she's pretty.
He is All right. Name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
I'm Asia, I'm 25, and I ended up popping my balloon just because I wasn't attracted. Like, the initial attraction wasn't there for me.
It has to be right on the spot.
What about for yourself?
Pause for one moment here, really quick.
Maybe.
Womanese translation. It's not the physical attraction. I don't think so, to be honest with you. It's the fact that she doesn't find any she doesn't find any attractive traits regarding him being a secure guy, providing, giving security, giving her the best life possible. That's the attraction. Like, guys, there's a difference between physical attraction and attraction traits that allow mate selecting to be more appropriate for women, and then sexual arousal and things like that.
Right.
She's not attracted to
Yeah, I
what
probably
he
wouldn't
does.
approach, but if you approach, I'd have a
That's titled the
conversation with you.
profession.
Okay, why wouldn't you approach?
Why wouldn't I approach?
Let's go
Like I
slice
say,
like
my
that.
type.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe we'll do one more.
Yeah.
Is there something specific that makes you not your
Kind
type?
of breeze through this one. A little bit one more.
It would probably have to be like resting face.
Oh, it's mean.
Yeah.
The RBF.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
But for me, I just,
It's a little more pleasant looking.
yeah, someone looks like inviting, you know.
Okay. That's fair.
Wow.
Let's
I
go
was
over here.
expecting that.
Your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
My name is Princess. I'm 23. Initially, I was gonna wait. It was something that was throwing me off at first. I couldn't put my finger on it, but I think it's the beard, like the long. I don't
that's
really
what I was
go for
thinking at
that.
first.
I
The
love
beard
the
might
dimples,
throw
though.
off
That's my
women.
weakness, obviously. I'm gonna tell you. But yeah, the
It's a
beard
little very
just,
groomed,
I don't know,
yeah.
it just threw me off.
Okay. So you gotta get more like shorter or
Yeah, it's just like too long.
I can agree with all that.
It's more like that.
I can agree with all that.
And
one, yeah.
she's someone
It
that
just
you
doesn't look
like?
very well groomed or shaped up or.
Yeah, she's attractive. I like the freckles.
I appreciate it.
Nice.
Okay. All right, and then we do have one more pop down here. Okay, your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
I'm Paris. I'm 28. So, I basically do the work for you. You deserve a woman that's 100% submissive. I'm not. I'm a switch, but I have a lot of dominating energy. I'll be real with you.
Like I said,
So, that's really it. You're handsome. You really are. But
she's gonna be with cats.
yeah, just even
Pause for just a second here. Guys,
No, she's somebody you approach to your type.
guys, like we're having some fun tonight, guys, okay? But like, did we not say that?
Yeah.
Did we not say that? That she's masculine. There's a switch that you have to turn on, and the fact that she doesn't like the idea of the word submissiveness.
Yeah.
Ladies,
Nobody wants to be with somebody like this. Like,
no, absolutely not. I'm sorry.
no man.
Here's the funny thing about submissiveness, and women will play that word night and day, okay? Here's the problem with the whole submissiveness thing, at least the word, right? What women don't understand is they think submissiveness means slavery. They like to say that.
I think it's weakness or, yeah, you know.
You can say that, weakness.
Yeah.
Weakness. And some of them say it's slavery. I'm not gonna like bow down to my man. It's like, that's not what it means, ladies, okay? Like let's stop overthinking the term. When a man says, I'm looking for a woman who's going to submit, he's looking for a woman who is basically going to follow his program, who's going to respect his authority, who's going to respect his decisions to protect you in the relationship. So if you go off saying ludicrous stuff like, well, I'm going to go out clubbing with my single friends, if he's masculine enough, he's going to put his foot down because he cares. That's him expecting you to be submissive to his authority, for you to basically respect his desire to keep the relationship healthy and intact.
Right.
See, here's the thing. What women tend to do all the time is that they say they want a masculine man, someone who's going to provide, protect, give security, be dominant, but they won't listen to him. How does that make sense? Tell me how that makes sense. Like, anybody can comment on this. How does that make sense? How do you expect a man to be masculine, to be all the traits I mentioned and more, but you're not willing to listen to the guy? You're not willing to listen to him when he says no to certain things, to protect you, to stop you from basically becoming a whore, to stop you from going into pernicious situations? The fact that he's willing to basically possibly give his life for you, to give you provision, to give you security, to give you the best life possible, and you're gonna have FOMO for going out clubbing and posting provocative pictures and having orbiters. You're willing to give up all the best things a man is gonna give you, willing to give you, even his life for you and for his children, if he's gonna invest. You're willing to give that up because you don't want to listen to him. That's what non-submissive women think. That's how non-submissive women think. That's what they think.
Okay.
Yeah, she's okay.
She's okay.
So she's okay. So would you approach her?
It's these two girls that have the balloon.
She has a nice smile. Probably. If I didn't see her smile, maybe.
I think they're smart for doing that, to be honest with you. They can't be that picky.
So we do have 2 balloons left on pop right on over here. Any questions you want to ask these ladies?
What are your red flags?
Okay, let's start with your. Oh, hold on. Let's start with your name and age, and then what are your red flags? Or if you want to ask them.
So far as red flags, I don't like a man who don't know how to communicate. I hate a man who can go all day without talking to me, that makes me want to block you because I need to know what's going on. You know, I hate a liar. I hate if you have kids. It's a red flag to me. I'm a short man. I mean, your beard is okay.
What?
Like, how
A lot of
you-
girls don't like short men.
No, I don't. No.
Okay. But you end up popping.
It's beard. But how you? Never mind.
Damn.
But yeah, that's it.
Okay.
He's not ugly or anything. I can like a long distance friend.
No way.
That's
She's gonna pop it.
I think so.
not wrong with him.
I think so. Women are followers. They're cheaper.
Did she
They
tell me that
follow,
your type, or did you want to ask any
was-
questions?
They don't want to
Red
think for
flags.
themselves in these types of scenarios.
Red flags.
Yeah, I know. It's just more I was looking at you, more I'm just like thinking things.
Thinking
So I was like,
So
go
are you gonna
ahead.
ask how do I take care of it?
No, it's gonna be something else, but it's not appropriate. So I just said, just you know, it's no big deal, but
Gotcha.
somebody will handle it. But okay.
So, is she someone you
Randall
approach?
wants
You
to
saw
watch
her last
this one,
year.
by the way.
She has a nice body.
In the previous video.
Thank you.
So, let's go ahead and answer his question. Let's start off with your name and age and what are your red flags?
Yes.
I'm Taylor. I'm 22, and my red flags in a relationship. I don't really know. I can't think of a red flag for.
Girl, Jesus Christ.
I don't know.
What the hell?
Was something that like a guy has kind of like said.
Told me before.
Yeah.
She's not
Probably mood swings and attitude.
Oh, you're saying these are red flags someone told you, but I think you want to know what are red flags that she sees in
No,
a
that she
guy.
has.
Oh, that she
But,
has. Okay,
She
okay.
said she couldn't think of any, so that's why I said like. What
Yeah, I've had people tell me about my attitude
Yeah.
and mood swings. That's really it. That's what I can think of.
Ooh, girls with mood swings.
Any
That's
questions
really
for
one of
him?
them.
Do you live out here?
No.
All right.
Sorry. I just can't. I did it before. I can't do it.
First,
Okay.
Nice
Free
guys.
service.
appreciate it.
What are some things you like to do for fun?
I like music. I like nature.
Popped it already. And so
Movies, TV.
Okay. All right. Now, what are some things you look for in a woman?
I look for empathy, understanding,
Let's pause for 1 second.
compassion, just stuff like that.
All right. Now, what are some?
Okay, gentlemen, I hate to break it to you guys, but women will be instantly turned off, instantly, when they hear that you don't have good hobbies. I'm dead serious. Like, what he just said, I mean, I'm sure he's a cool guy, but, like, women want excitement. They want experience. Like, a lot of high-value guys, for the most part, if they name hobbies, a lot of them are going to say, oh, I like to jet ski. I like to travel the world a little bit. I like to, I don't know, go to, like, buildings. I like to go to buildings to see how much it's worth and even purchase it and buy it and invest in real estate. Or I like to go to these special parades in different countries and things like that. Like, women want experience. If experience to them is not watching a movie with you, experience to them is not playing video games with you, or watching the stars at night. It's not, that's not excitement for them. It's really not. Like, they want thrill, action. They want to go places. They want to go places they've never been to. Like, that's how I'm telling you, like, women prioritize that. Women 100% prioritize that. The mistake many women make is that they try to do it themselves, but really they want to do it with a man if a man is able to. So that's why a lot of them tend to pop their balloons when the guy doesn't show good hobbies.
well, this one right here, I'm pretty sure she popped it because she believes she's a 10, even though she has 2 kids.
I mean, deal breakers.
Oh,
No,
Probably
good
would be
about the
kids.
lesson.
Okay.
Probably the main one.
Got it.
Yeah.
I'm lost hope for that one.
All right, so we did get a few pop balloons. Let's go on over there and see why they ended up popping. Your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
Hey, my name is Jasmine. I'm 24.
He's kind of short.
I'm good. How are you?
No, I think it's short. Cool.
I popped mine because
She's taller than him with heels.
I'm a mom. So like, you know, as you guys are like walking out, I'm looking, seeing if I can see them with my girls, you know, the energy, stuff like that. So yeah, that's good. You are handsome though. And thank you for your service.
Thank you for your support.
Thanks for the military.
And now is Jasmine someone that's your type?
For sure, definitely.
Thank you.
Cool.
All right, let's go down here.
This is funny.
Okay, your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
My name is Princess. I'm 23. Initially just wasn't attracted, but I do have a daughter as well. So
That's true.
Now she's someone that's your type?
For sure. Yeah.
appreciate it.
No problem.
And then we got two more down here. Your name and age.
I'm Taylor. I'm 22.
And Taylor, why did you end up popping your balloon?
I think it's the physical
No
attraction.
standards. Oh,
That's
God,
really it.
Is there something specific?
No, I just not attractive.
Okay.
But like, yeah,
What's wrong?
nothing like that.
bro.
Like,
That's fine.
but we could be friends.
You're good. You're fine.
Yeah, but yeah, I just wasn't feeling it.
Now is she someone that's your type?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. What makes her your type?
Probably being shorter than me.
Let's go think
And
about it.
she has a nice smile.
Thank you.
Let's think about popping it.
Alright, let's go to our next lady here. Your name and age. Why you ended up popping your balloon?
I'm Paris. I'm 28. So I just popped a balloon because honestly, you look like you could be my best friend. But on the other side, you do look like Genuine. Ain't gonna lie.
I got that recently. That's
Yes, you
crazy.
look like Genuine. So I wouldn't be surprised if you're not the same color. Yeah, that's what I
I
thought.
don't know how to say.
Oh, you can't? Oh, no. That's all right. Can you dance?
He's getting friend zoned.
Nah.
Oh, okay. It's okay.
I try though.
He
You know?
does. Yeah.
It's
Look, I'm
okay.
sure he's a nice guy and all,
Lots
but
of stuff
like,
is cool, you know. I
That's the
mean,
way they see them.
yeah, you're a nice guy, but I wouldn't date you.
So now is she someone that's your type?
Probably not.
Yeah.
What makes her not really your type?
That's what
Probably
I'm
just
saying.
like a little bit taller.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah,
want to tell
that's
her.
it.
Maybe.
Cool. Thank you. And then we did get one back here. Your name and age and why you ended up popping your
I
balloon.
would say it.
I'm Asian. I'm 25. What's the height? Yeah, I like to look up.
I got you.
That's fun.
We have studies proving that women prefer
Is
tall
Asia
men.
someone that's your type?
I probably wouldn't go for her
Okay. And why not?
because of the height. Probably. Yeah.
Probably
All right. And
How tall are you?
5'6".
Oh.
Yeah.
Looks a little high.
how tall are
I
you?
can't say that actually.
He was there.
Looks like he's not old.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, thank you. And right here as well, your name and age.
A lion. I'm 25, and I popped my balloon because you remind me of my father so much. Literally, like the light skin, the freckles, the beard, and then the earrings is just a fatherly figure to me. Yeah,
That's big.
It's okay. I feel like it's a compliment.
it definitely is.
It's
Trust
too,
me.
actually. Like, here's the thing.
Okay,
We can pause
and
for a moment
probably
here.
the height again,
Kinda
right?
wrapped up here. So, you know, it's funny. I was actually reading a section in the book I'm reading when it comes to father figures and things like that. I ended up watching a little series not too long ago. So when women say things like that, and she made it. She said kind of weird, to be honest with you. But basically, if there's a true masculine figure in a young woman's life, hopefully it's the father. Okay. And believe it or not, a lot of women, if he's a true masculine figure, he treats her mother good, well, and everything. Believe it or not, daughters will look up to their fathers.
Yeah.
They need to. They have to.
Right.
They need and have to look up to their fathers. So when the woman, the girl, experiences how adequate, how sufficient and consistent her father is with the mom, sees all these good traits, she is going to try to adopt those traits and have a copy and paste onto another guy. She is. She definitely is. I think I'm agreeing with him on this. It is a compliment. But maybe there's something about her father that's not great. Maybe a little weird. Maybe a little, not gonna say turn on, but like doesn't get her to look up to him as like a big figure.
You could be a shorter version of his dad. Is that
maybe.
And then, you know, if you see that, it's like, yeah, I can run with dad.
A mini me.
You're just like 6 inches shorter.
The mini me.
She ended up popping over here. Okay, your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
Hi, I'm Alex. I'm 25. He's short.
Yeah.
It's all like 6 feet up. There's nothing wrong with you. I mean, we can be friends. We can hang out.
She likes the order.
Nothing wrong with you.
I appreciate it.
But I mean, if she takes off.
Is Alex someone that you type?
Probably not.
He'll be tall.
Physical attraction.
I hate women with heels. I don't like this shit.
Yeah, it's well, you know.
Let's head on back.
All right,
That was the quickest round we ever had.
Let's like,
Let's go.
Well, that is all the balloons popped, unfortunately. But we do thank you for coming on. Let's go ahead and give it up for him, ladies. Let's take this one.
I'll do it.
Thank you.
How's the ending look here?
Yeah, I'm kind of curious.
Thank you everyone for tuning in to this episode of Pop the Balloon or Find Love. If you'd like to be featured in any of our upcoming episodes, the link to the form will be in the description box below. Make sure you fill it out to be considered. And also make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And we will catch you all next time. Make some noise, y'all.
Oh my goodness. This right here. Okay. Well, this was fun actually. This was interesting. So it's different. You know, here's the thing with so much that we've talked about in all of our episodes.
Right. And it's come to life here.
It all kind of comes to life here, gentlemen and ladies. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Like there it is.
Yeah.
There it is. We've shown studies on women preferring men to a certain height, formidability, their ability to provide security, how they dress, facial symmetry, them being able to articulate certain things, them being honest about their standards. Okay, like there it is. There it is. It's all coming together now. All comes together, and I get that it's a show. It's fake, but like it's not so far-fetched from the truth, guys. This is legitimate stuff that happens. Real stuff that happens. We've shown 2 studies here, which is really good. The final note here, I guess the underpinning of how I want to wrap the show up is, ladies, okay? We demonstrated here, that, well, the show, not really us, but commenting on it. It's, do you see how incredibly picky women are?
Extremely.
Like, it's a bit unreasonable, I want to say, especially with some of their criteria. Ladies, for the ones who have kids, I'm going to give it to you straight. You have very little negotiation power with men who have high status, value, have already done the work to mold themselves to be desirable by you. Okay? You cannot go up to a guy who's well put together, has it together, and say, well, I don't like the way you dress.
You have no say.
Your beard is kind of long. The submissiveness thing. Yeah, I can't do that. I just can't. Oh, and you gotta be open to my kids. And you cannot say that. I'm sorry, you just can't. That you have little to no negotiation power with that, because even some of the guys say, look, one of them said, I'm okay with like a child or two, not like it's so many, I can handle that, but I would rather prefer to have a family of my own, things like that. And we've already shown the study as well, where men will give more, profitability, inclusive fitness to children who are actually theirs versus stepchildren. I'm just saying. And then the child abuse thing, we've already pointed that out. I know that's a dark, cold truth for a lot of people, but there it is. There are the studies. So my advice for the women, to wrap it up here, my advice for you gals, okay? Whether you have kids or not, and then you're past your prime, you cannot be this picky. You cannot.
Yep.
You can't. You're not going to get away with it. You're just not going to get away with it. And if you happen to be this picky still in the long run, and you happen to land some guy, it's most likely a guy who you're not really attracted to, a guy who you don't really like. So let's quit the BS. I've already said it, even I think on our first episode, first or second episode, women rarely end up with their first choice. Rarely. So they have to settle. Mm-hmm. And a lot of women in their situations with kids, older, past 30, and they prioritize experiences and careers, they have trauma, bad past, all that stuff. They have to take what they can get.
Right.
They're not settling for a high value man. I'm going to tell you that right now. They're just not. No. They're not. But with that, guys, that's it. This was a very fun episode. This is episode 19, almost to the 2-0. Oh, my goodness. Let me see. Oh, I didn't see you there, my man. I appreciate you. What you got? Let me see. Gaming means gaming means he's immature. High value men don't have time for that. Turn off for women. Yeah, absolutely. Like I've stated that earlier today. Like if you're gonna say gaming is a hobby, how does that benefit the woman? Like women are smarter than that. They're gonna say, well, okay, so you like watching movies, you like art, you like video games. How does that benefit me as the woman? Same thing with the guy. Like if a woman comes up to us, and even the last one who kept popping her balloon dead on the road here, kept on saying that she's I think she's like she travels, she does like modeling, I think, and she's into like business, a little bit on business. I think that's what she said. That's great for you, right? But how does that benefit me as the man? So we want different things. Yeah. So women and men, you guys have to ask yourselves, that's cool, but like, how does that benefit me? Like if a woman comes up to you and says, well, I put provocative pictures online. Good for you, but how's that benefit me? Woman says she likes to travel by herself. That's great. How does that benefit me? Woman says I like to go clubbing with single friends. Great. How does that benefit me? Ask yourself that question, guys. How does it benefit you? If it doesn't benefit you, then screw it. So screw it. So great statement there, Ivan. Very, very good. So with that, guys, number 19, pop the balloon. Or find love with a response on a YouTube on a video that Chris made. That wraps it up, guys. We appreciate you. We're almost to the 2-0, number 20. We should have a guest, possibly on Thursday as well. So be on the lookout, guys. This is Leo and Chris from the Unplugging, signing out.
All right, good night, guys.